Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano did it again. They raised the bar for women's boxing. On November 15th, they were the co-main event to Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, an occasion that would be Netflix's live boxing debut, and it was expected to be the most watched combat sports event of the century. But of course, just like they did the first time when they headlined at a sold-out Madison Square Garden and put on the greatest fight in women's boxing history, Taylor versus Serrano 2 exceeded expectations. They made way more money than their record-breaking purses from the first meeting. They put on another Fight of the Year candidate, and the best part, over 50 million households tuned in live to watch them go toe-to-toe. 50 freaking million. And when it was all said and done, the world was left talking about them instead of the main event. Just make Taylor versus Serrano an annual tradition at this point. And since millions of people were just introduced to the elite of women's boxing, allow us to tell you about the other females you need to keep an eye on. Starting with the cream of the crop, the undisputed queens. Taylor won the fight and retained her super lightweight throne. Serrano had to give up the WBC green and gold at 126 when she chose to fight 12 3-minute rounds. That was quickly captured by Skye Nicholson, who has been calling for Serrano for a couple of years now. Hopefully, the real deal's 2 outings next year are a trilogy with Taylor and a unification versus Nicholson. Former 3-time undisputed champion Claressa Shields added 2 more division world titles to her trophy case as she beat Vanessa LePage-Joannese in July for the WBO light heavyweight strap and the WBC heavyweight hardware. Alicia Baumgardner attempted to defend her undisputed super featherweight status when she took on Delphine Persoon, but the fight was stopped due to an accidental headbutt and ruled a no contest. Sinisa Estrada, who became the queen of minimum weight when she beat Yokasta Valle in March, decided to retire on top after accomplishing the historic feat. And most recently, 22-year-old Gabriela Fundora beat Gabriela Alanis for all the flyweight marbles, becoming the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. As for other notable names, Chantel Cameron, who beat Taylor in 2023, handing her the first pro loss of her career, got back in the ring twice this year and secured 2 wins, keeping her spot firmly at the top of contenders at 140. Hopefully, the trilogy will come in 2025. Yeah, Taylor could have 2 trilogy fights next year. Former unified super featherweight queen Michaela Mayer finally became champion again when she beat Sandy Ryan for her WBO welterweight gold. It's the first time she's held a world title since she lost to Baumgardner in 2022. Speaking of Mayer and welterweight champions, a girl who earned a controversial decision win over the American this year, Natasha Jonas, will attempt to unify her IBF strap with WBC champ Ivana Habazin. If successful, Jonas and Mayer could very well meet again in the new year to unify even more welterweight hardware. Maybe even set up another trilogy for 2025. 3 undisputed queens, 9 unified champions, history made, and plenty of big fights to look forward to. Women's boxing continues to prove it deserves the attention of millions.